Welcome again. This is Bob Dust, your instructor for the ITP 298 class. Today I'm going to show you how to use Microsoft Azure to set up a SQL database. So within Azure we have click on databases over here. It shows us the databases we have. I'm going to create a new one by clicking on Add. I'm going to give it a database name, ITP 298. DreamSpark. We use the existing resource group, and we will use the blank database. I have it East Coast, and at the bottom here below the screen, I click on Create. I also can pin this to my dashboard, so we click Create. Please fix the errors. Server. New server. We'll give it a name of ITP 298. We'll give it a server admin name. And I think it wants me to change locations. I'll change this to East US 2. And we click Select. Then we click Create. Now this takes a few minutes, but eventually we get our database. So now what I want to do is I want to look at my SQL databases. Like I said, it takes a few minutes. Eventually it shows up. And here is my ITP 298 database. I want to click on Show Connection Strings. I'm going to copy the connection strings. Okay, I also want to set the server firewall. If I come to my database, I click on Set Server Firewall. I want to make my home computer have access to the IP to have access to this. So I'm going to click on Add Client IP. I'm just going to name this Home, and we'll click Save. Notice it's update the firewall rules. Should be good. Successfully created. Now what I want to do is go to Management Studio, SQL Server Management Studio. I'm going to click on Connect to New Database. I'm going to put in my database name in here, which is ITP 298.9. And I will click on Remember Password and Connect. And here we have access to our database on Azure. And you notice we have the ITP 298. Next, what I want to do is go to SQLDBM. This is the sample database in SQLDBM. Notice I just renamed it ITP 298. I will make a slight change just so it will allow me to save it. Save it. Come down to my SQL rules down here. I will select all the tables. Click Generate table and click copy script. And now I'm going back to my database here. I select it. I'm going to click on new query up here, and I'm going to paste my code in. This is the code from the sample database on SQLDBM. Click execute. Make sure I have my database here, which I do. Click execute, and quick as that, it generated my database. I can close this window. Don't need that anymore. Open up Object Explorer. Look at my tables, and I have my tables in my new SQL database. I have no data in here, but at least I have my tables. So quick as that, we were able to create a cloud database using Azure, using SQLDBM, and using Microsoft SQL Management Studio. Okay, so we can go back to firewall settings, close that, and we have our database over here. So that was pretty simple. I hope you can do the same with your project, and I'll see you later.